Hi, Cory.
Hi.
Hope you enjoyed that quick break, that you managed to snaffle something to eat.
Yes.
This session, we are going to be covering editing and saving files. So, welcome back. I won't bother recapping the WHS requirements. I will just consolidate back on the learnings that we have just done in the last session.
Yeah.
So we looked at the importance of basic computer skills, where computer skills can be used. Can you remind me of where they can be used?
They can be used in the office and at home.
Key components of the computer.
We have a mouse, we have a keyboard, we have a monitor and a CPU.
You'll be able to run this course by the time you finish. So we looked at creating folders and subfolders, how to rename our folders, launching an application on a computer, and we look at some more of those applications today. And we also looked at opening files within an application.
We did.
We also discussed the WHS implications and ergonomics in our workplace, and while we're doing our training session here as well. Can you just remind me of some of the fundamentals of the WHS? So what we need to take into consideration, or what you would need to specifically take into consideration in your role at DMS?
We'd need to watch out for leads on the ground, so you don't trip over them, slips, trips and falls. We'll have to be careful of those things. Your basic ergonomics, you don't want to have to take lots of breaks, so you don't get tired eyes or repetitive strain industry or
in the industry. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent.
Thanks.
Brilliant. So our learning outcomes for this session, we are going to be getting you more familiar with your computer. We'll be opening appropriate applications for editing MS Word documents, how to locate and open specific files and documents, editing those, and then we're going to look at the save and the save as files to specific locations. So this is really important when it comes to saving your files in the right spot and then not losing them.
Cool.
So we can have all the folders we want, but if you haven't actually saved them into the right folder, then that's where we get into trouble. Have you ever had an occasion where you thought you've saved your file into one folder and then realized when you've gone into that folder that it's not there?
Yeah. It's a long time ago, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's happened a few times.
I remember a colleague of mine when I was in university, and she had saved the file onto her thumb drive, but when she went into the thumb drive, she couldn't find it in the folder that she thought she'd saved it in, and it was 4 weeks worth of work, and we had to submit it that afternoon. Yeah, it was a fraught moment before we just went in to search for the file and to be able to bring them back again. So I think that's something that you're going to find a lot of with your role. It's going to be a lot of your clients coming in going, oh, I've saved all of my, family heirloom photographs, or, all of the history of my family and on my computer, and I can't find it. So I think that'll be a major thing that you'll be doing as part of your role.
Fun.
It'll be a very important job finding all that family heirloom stuff.
Yes.
So our session structure, we will be looking at the importance and benefits of selecting and using appropriate software applications, how to locate specific applications and open them, how to locate a specific file from within an application, and then how to save an edited file, how to save as to a new location with a new name. And then we'll have another little knowledge quiz without a QR code this time. I'd like to really get some more feedback off you as well, please, at the end of this session. So just if you could sort of keep a mental note to yourself of anything that you don't find engaging or that's not working for you, or that you think that I could deliver in a better way, I'd really appreciate that.
No worries, Bob.
And you can be honest, because that's the only way we're going to improve, if we actually receive honest feedback. So, what do you think the benefits are of using the correct type of application? I suppose I should start off by asking you, are you aware of these applications that are on your screen?
Pretty sure I've seen a couple of them before. The bottom three I don't know at all.
Yeah, so
PowerPoint I've heard of. Excel, I'm pretty sure I've used Excel in the past. Outlook looks familiar, but I'm guessing it's email.
yeah, correct. So yeah, as you say, you're familiar with most of those top ones. The Outlook is the Microsoft Gmail option, if you like.
Yeah.
So Outlook is really good in that it integrates a lot of these things together, especially with regards to formatting. So the tools that you have at your disposal in Outlook far outweigh the options that you have in Google with regards to formatting email. OneNote is a really useful application when you're trying to consolidate a lot of information together. You can use it for tidying in together a lot of say data. Say if you were joining an organization and they needed to do have all your induction files together, this is a really handy place to store them all in together. Publisher is used for creating manuals, catalogs, that sort of thing. So say if you were creating an end of year catalogue of all of the fun activities that you've done at DMS, and this will be the option to use. Access I actually haven't used, and it's something that I need to look into. So yeah. So the benefits of using the correct applications then, so rather than having you guess about this, so it ensures compatibility with the file that's being edited. Okay. So not much point in going into a Word document to edit it if you're actually trying to edit a spreadsheet. You should be doing it in Excel.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It also ensures that formatting and design are maintained. So if you've ever tried to open a document in the wrong type of format, then you'll discover it gets corrupted and you end up with lots of letters and numbers and jumbles and doesn't make any sense.
I've seen that before, I think.
Yeah. It eliminates loss of data due to incompatibility and saves time and increases productivity. So no point in trying to create a spreadsheet in Word because it actually won't formulate or add anything together for you in Word. You need to do that in Excel if you want to add the sum of your columns, or if you want to concatenate your spreadsheet together, then you'll need to do that in Excel. So it also ensures a smoother workflow. So things are nice and tidy. So the importance of file management. So we looked at this during our last session as well, but it's important to have good file management to keep your computer tidy. So it's easy to find your files so that what happened to my friend Rosemary doesn't happen to you. And then keeps your files in different groups for different purposes. So whether that's for your holiday photographs, your tax, or for different files for different groups that you may be part of.
Yeah.
And it increases the productivity and promotes smooth workflow. So, launching an application. So we did this the last time as well, but I'm going to get you to do it again. So you're going to click on the start button, scroll down or search for Word. In this application, you've actually got the option of just clicking in the start button beside the Microsoft logo and typing in Word in there, and it should pop. Word should pop up. Yeah, as soon as you press W. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then you just click on the Word icon and then press open.
Cool.
Happy enough with that?
Yep.
Excellent. So, how to open a document in Word? So, going through this again, so you can click on your file. I'm going to ask you to open up that effective Word document again. So you're going to click on the file in your downloads folder.
Yeah.
Click on open, and that should open it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Correct.
So now we are going to do some editing in Word.
Okay.
So so on in the font section up on the top taskbar, so that little bar up on the top of your screen, this is called a taskbar.
Yeah.
So within the font option, you've got the B for bold, the I for italics, and the U for underline. Yeah. So as you hover over each one of these icons, it will actually tell you what it does.
Okay.
So if you have some spare time on your hands at work, and you can just have a little play in with those. So you can see we've got a piece of text here about the importance of effective communications.
Yep.
And I'm going to ask you to follow out the options here. So
Right, okay,
I'll just run through your icons first of all. So we've got B, which will make your, once you highlight it and click on the B, it'll make it bold. Your I will italicize it and your U will underline it. You've also, once you've highlighted, then your little taskbar actually pops up right beside you. So you don't need to move up to the top taskbar. You can just use this little pop-up, is what they're called, because it pops up when you highlight something. You've also got the highlight option. Yeah, so you can highlight something, and then you've also got the little A beside that. So if you hover over the A button, you will see that it changes your font color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually ask you to go back into Teams and share your screen.
Okay.
So if you click on your Teams icon there, and up in the top right-hand side is the share button. So if you press share, just click on your screen, because it'll pop up once you change your screen. So click on your screen option here. Yeah, excellent. All right. So if you would mind, please, following the instructions within that activity sheet. So it's asking you to bold the title of the document.
So this is the title of the document?
Correct. So I think all of that is bolded. So we probably need to unbold all of it.
Yeah. So
select all of that. Unbold. Yeah. And then make that top one bold. And then italicize the first sentence of the second paragraph.
Sorry. First sentence of the second paragraph. This one.
Beautiful. And then
important points in yellow. So where's the important point?
Well, that's up for you to choose.
Okay, so let's go with the...
I'd go with that second sentence. It helps to build relationships, foster
Yes.
understanding. Yeah. Right.
Is that enough?
And then just underline 2 key words in there, which would probably be
communication skills.
Yes. Yeah. Clear and concise.
Practice active listening.
Yes.
That works too.
Excellent. And then change the font color of the last sentence to blue.
Just this one here?
Yep.
Easy.
Yes. Awesome. Okay, excellent.
Cool.
So now you've edited a document, and this makes it really easy and clear to people, the important parts of the document that you're trying to share with them. So this will probably be something that you will look at when you're doing your activity, where you need to document the process for what do we ask you to do? How to create new folders. Yeah. So one of the things that you might do while you're doing that is go to insert. And you can choose smart art. Yes, this is really cool thing. So you're going to be talking about a process. So if you click on that process, you can actually click the different ones that you want to use. I really like this one down here. Yeah. So if you click OK on that, and then up here at the top, you got your smart art design. It gives you, and the first thing I normally do is go in and change colors because they give you these horrible block colors to choose one of the different types of colors, and you can pop in all your different types of text in there. So you can change it over here on the side. So that's smart art is a really good way. You could spend many, many hours. Yeah, that's exactly it. So it can be a little bit fiddly when you first start off with it, but that's a really good way for processing a document. One other thing that I'll show you as well while we're here is how to actually, because we're talking about you're going to need to insert pictures into your process document as well, because you're going to need to take snapshots of what you're doing. So if you wanted to take a picture of these activity instructions, what you can do is use the snipping tool, or there's a little shortcut for that, which is Windows Shift and S. So if you press Windows,
this Windows button here,
yes,
and then Shift and S at the same time.
All at the same time, yeah. And it's going to go dark, and you've got a little arrow button now. So if you highlight where you want to, so click the left, and then drag and pop that off. So when you scroll back up again, up the screen, you can pop it in wherever you want. So you just click it under that blue writing. Press the enter button. Yeah, and then press Control V for paste. And there you go. So you can snip anything in there. So whether it's you can take it directly from your PowerPoint or from your page. Yeah. I'll get you to press the stop sharing button there up the very top of your screen, the red button. Yeah, awesome. Okay, how do you feel about all of that?
Yeah, there's a lot to take in.
Yes, but it's fun.
No, it's good. Oh, yeah, I like that. I like that little step, the the 4 steps, the flow chart thing.
The process, the work, so smart art.
Smart art.
Yeah. And you got loads of different options in there. So I'm just going to reopen our PowerPoint. Get back to the right spot. Just always I've picked the wrong one. That's for next session.
Oh, we're in session 3 already.
I'll stop presenting. Sorry, just bear with me a moment. And session at 2. Okay, excellent. So we're back to where we were. So that's how to edit files. One of the other things that we can do is you got your paragraph option there. So that will left align, center align, and right align, as you can see there. You just highlight the text. Yeah. Sure. So we do that the next time we go in, and there's our options for choosing where we need to go. So another thing that you need to be aware of is how to ask for help when you're in your role. So in your role at DMS, you have actually got a little app on within your applications, and it's called ITS Help Desk. So if you're having issues with work, that's all you need to do is just go and find that application. I would probably pin it to my taskbar. Do you want to see how to do that now? Okay. So
down here, is it in Word?
Yes, so if you click in here in your search and put in ITS, it'll pop up. Yeah, so now right click on that, or you can actually just choose the pin to taskbar.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then pin it to taskbar.
Cool. Thank you.
The other options that you have for asking for help is if you go back into your Word, so into our effective communication option.
Yes. It's that one. Yeah.
Yes. So up here on your taskbar, you've got the help option. Yeah.
So we can ask for help.
Yes.
Contact support.
Exactly.
Give feedback. Not
sure, but to give feedback, I'm not sure I would. You have that option in every application as well, that help option. Other features of Word. So if you'd like to pop back into that effective communication Word document. Yeah. So when we scroll down, so you can see if you want to click on the home button. So you can come along and you can.
Lots of red lines.
Yes. So you can see red lines, and there should be blue lines there as well, because there is some grammatical mistakes, but for some reason Word isn't picking it up.
I wonder, does it need a clear one before it gets to the next one?
So if you where it has red highlights, that means it's spelled incorrectly. Yeah. So you can right click on it and then ask it to fix it. Awesome.
So if you just click on it, it can tell you.
It gives you the options for your spelling mistake. So depending on. So now it's giving you a blue underline, because effective communication are crucial in both professional settings. So what would you think that is? What's
communications? Effective communications so yeah.
Or effective communication is crucial in both. So red underline means that you have got spelling mistake.
Yep.
A blue underline means you have a grammatical mistake.
Okay.
So the typos will supersede the grammatical mistakes. So
yes, typo first and then grammatical.
Exactly.
Delete repeated words. So there's.
Yes.
Okay, that's
good. Find that as well. Yeah. So anything with a red underline, you need to go and check and make sure. The other option is you've got the editor button there up in your taskbar as well, and that can help you out with things.
Okay.
So you can try and increase your score. I think anything above 85 is a win for me.
Okay.
Okay, so back onto our PowerPoint, back onto your Teams site.
Nearly finished.
That's okay.
Okay. 92.
Well into the 90s. Excellent. Using the save and save as function. So this is really important, especially if you use if you're updating files a lot. So for example, with this document that we've asked you to create on how to create folders and subfolders as part of your tasks and progress updates.
Yep.
So you might do a version of it and then come along and want to change it because it needs some updates to it. Like, it's not going to be perfect and correct first time around, unfortunately. So a really good way of maintaining your file versions is by having the date at the start or at the end of your document, and normally go backwards. So if you go 2024 12/08 for today, then you will be able to maintain that file and see exactly which version you're working on. So in order to do that, you can't just press save, you need to press save as.
Okay.
Save as is also really good if you want to save something into another folder. So that's where that comes from. So the golden rule is save and save often. With the most people will have an auto save on their computer now. So on your effective communication there, because I sent it through as one of my files, that will auto save. So that means then you don't have to remember to save it every couple of minutes. It will automatically save it for you, which is awesome. Because I never remember to save anything. So yeah, really important to cover this off, especially if you're including external devices then as well.
Yeah.
So such as your thumb drive there, we'll pop it into the side. Any questions on that? So your save is just to maintain the current version of the file that you're currently working on.
And that will save it to the same folder where it lives. It lives in that folder. You don't save to that folder.
Yeah.
But if you save as, you can change the folder and save it somewhere else. Save a copy of it. Is it a copy? A copy of it?
It will be a copy of it, but then you can update.
So you'll have an original and then you can have an updated file as well.
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
This is really important when it comes to things like legislation, where they need to be able to see exactly the changes that have been made. So say, for example, I've drafted up a copy of something and then I need to send it for inputs from other people.
Yeah.
Then when I get that version back, I will save that as Work Health and Safety 2022 Cory inputs. and then the date at the end of it, so I know when it's come through. So it's saving the same version, but saving it as something different, so you have that different version in it.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. Now we've got a little activity.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Keyboard shortcuts.
So I would like you to match up the shortcut with the function that you think it relates to. So one of the things that I said to you earlier when we were using that snipping tool option, and you were popping it back into the document, I asked you to use Control V.
Yes.
That
was to paste it back into the document, wasn't it?
Correct.
So I'm guessing I would use Control.
To go through the ones that are you familiar with any of those?
It's been a long time. I vaguely remember Control Alt Delete for some reason.
Yeah, not one we use very much anymore.
I'm gonna go with save. So save should be, I'm guessing, Control S for save.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Any idea which one would be open?
Control O.
Yes.
Open.
Yes, that's open, save. You've already got your paste. Which one do you think is cut?
Going to guess it's not C because C's already. Is it C? Have we done C?
I've just realised that we have actually made a mistake with that one, and we actually don't have Control C because Control C is actually copy. So I don't know which one I have missed out on. It's the so the undo button is actually Control Z.
Right. Okay. So I'm guessing it's the one that looks like scissors.
Control X is cut.
Yes.
Yes. And then Control C is copy. Yes, the Control Z is the most important keyboard shortcut that you need to know.
Okay.
Because that's your undo button.
Undo. So if you spell something wrong, you can undo it.
Or do anything. You've deleted 17 pages of text. Right, yeah, anything. Doesn't matter what you've done wrong, just Control V. It happens a lot. Are you familiar with any more? Have you come across any of this? Yeah. So the other one that I would recommend is that snipping tool one. That
okay. So what was that? That was Windows button Shift
and S.
S.
Yeah. So snipping tool.
I like that one. That was nice.
Yes. And it also means that because when you're using the snipping tool, you can you lose a lot of functionality in the platform that you're working with, whereas the snipping tool doesn't lose anything. Because sometimes, if you're pressing on a button and you want to show the arrow that's pressed into the button, it will maintain that with the shortcut, but it won't with snipping tool because you've used that cursor to go down to press the snipping tool. Yeah. Okay. So super, super useful. Especially if you're inserting pictures. Only but one at a time. If you're doing a lot of pictures, use the snip tool. Okay, excellent. Conclusion.
Okay.
So we've talked about the importance of using the correct application. So whether that be Word, Microsoft, PowerPoint, or Excel. The benefits of file management, mainly to do with not losing.
Not losing 4 weeks of work. Yeah.
Exactly right. Locating and opening files within an application. So you've done that a few times now. So how are you feeling about that?
Yeah.
We've looked at editing basic editing and formatting. So we've done bold, italicize, underline. You did highlighting. You changed your font. You didn't actually left or right center align, but you've seen where those options.
Yes. I'll take a look for that again.
Yeah. And you wonder, so can you run me through when you save or when you save as?
If you just want to save the thing you're working on, you just save. And if you want to save an updated version or a slight change to the version, you would save as.
Yes, and then create that new version.
And then create that new version and then save that one.
Yes, exactly. So, thank you for your time today.
Please.
Our next steps we will look at next time round. But for this session then, how did you feel about that session?
Yeah, pretty good. I'd like to spend a bit more time playing with the editing tools. That looked like fun. That's pretty much it. Yeah, just need time to practice and play with some documents.
Yes, yeah, and those features that we've looked at will come in, as I said, really handy when you're doing up your Word document on how to create folders and subfolders. Anything that you didn't enjoy today, or that could have been done better?
No, that was good. Yeah, that was no. Was good.
Okay, excellent.
Good work.
Any other comments for me?
No, that was pretty succinct and well timed and everything. Yeah, no, that was good.
Okay, excellent. So we're sort of coming up to lunchtime now, so we might take an hour-long break and then come back for the next session.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. I'll see you after lunch. Thanks, Cory.
Bye now.